Welcome back to Queen's Park, where Richard Southern and I have been poring over this provincial budget all day. It's been a fun day.
It's pretty exciting reading, isn't it? All the capital
So
expenditures
exciting.
and 186 pages of
186
dollars and
pages.
cents. And
It's a big book.
Yeah.
And Richard, a common theme seems to be that it lacks tangible support for struggling Ontarians.
So here's the deal. I mean, this is the biggest spending budget in Ontario history. $204 billion of your dollars earmarked, and there is billions for highway construction, billions for transit, hundreds of millions in tax breaks for manufacturers, Tina. Not a single cent to help the average Ontarian, though, who has been struggling amid rising inflation. Food prices are up almost 11% over last year. Nothing to help with that, no tax cuts. I asked the finance minister about it. Can you tell us why in the biggest spending budget in Ontario history, you haven't found a single dollar to help the mother who's struggling to put food on her table amid the hottest inflation in a generation?
Yeah, Richard, we have. We have programs that continue, that we didn't wait till today to put money into that woman's pocket. We continue to do that by extending the gas tax. Things like the fare integration, working with the different transit systems. The minimum wage has been going up. We now have the second highest minimum wage of any province.
Can you tell us why in the biggest spending budget in Ontario history, you're doing away with 3 paid sick days for workers who don't have them? And sir, can you tell us, are you in favor of that move to do away with those 3 paid sick days?
Yes, and the reason is that it was a time limited, very targeted to get us through a very challenging time through the pandemic. It did what it was supposed to do, but now we're pivoting to, grow this economy.
So there's $700 million for tax breaks for manufacturers, nothing for paid sick days for individuals, despite us having gone through this pandemic. The opposition, Tina, taking big issue with that here at Queen's Park today.
Yeah, absolutely they are. Now, legal cannabis was also supposed to be a big moneymaker for the province, not exactly shaking out the way some expected.
Maybe we should be all smoking more weed or something to help out.
I guess we're not partying hard enough.
Yeah, I guess not. I mean, the budget revealed that the money the government's making from cannabis is falling. It's down $31 million year on year. I asked the finance ministry about this today, and they said it's largely because of the OCS, the Ontario Cannabis Store, cutting prices. They slashed prices recently because they want to entice buyers, and that's why they're making less money on that. The money made on beer, wine, and spirits, $9 million less as well. Cigarette taxes, tax revenue also falling. It could be the case, Tina, that with budgets pinched as much as they are, people are just cutting back on these discretionary things, the pot, the cigarettes, and the booze.